As I think about defining inclusive leadership, what's really important to me, if I boil it right down to the essence, is having a leader that inspires the culture, where they value the diverse inputs from a wide range of people, and then they take that next step, which is to include that diversity to drive their business or their organisation, whatever's important for them.
The answer to that question is, it depends on who's asking the question and in what context. So when people talk about inclusive leadership, and when I look at the literature on inclusive leadership, there are three main components, three main dimensions to it. There is, like, what is the leader? Who is the leader? Like, who does it? And that could be anyone. That could be a very formal position, or it could be like a manager, or a supervisor, or a team leader. So inclusive leadership, first off, is a behavior that someone in some sort of power position, chooses to engage in. And then the other dimension to look at is the outcome, or the implication, or the actual action. And that, there's a whole range of different things. There's around making people feel that they belong, making people feel that they have a positive well-being, positive self-esteem, people participating in decision-making, people having a sense of voice. So inclusive leadership is about someone being in a position of power or authority, enabling those things. But there's a third dimension, which is the target, the person. And in general, when we talk about inclusive leadership, we do generally talk about bringing people who've been traditionally disadvantaged or marginalized on a whole range of different social identities, so age, gender, ethnicity, religion, etc. But there's also a question about, what about the people who are in a more traditionally in majority groups? To what extent does inclusive leadership incorporate them? So I would say, a short answer, that inclusive leadership is about someone in a position of authority engaging in a range of different outcomes depending on what the particular situation is and what I've said, to lots of different types of people to ensure the overall well-being and effective performance of their organisation.
In a way, it's quite hard to define inclusive leadership, and I think people are always looking for a series of actions that you can do, or definitions, or even principles and concepts. If you apply all of this, that's inclusive leadership, and that's going to deliver you that inclusion that you're trying to get. But I think there's a huge bit about understanding the people that you're leading and that you're in charge of, and also understanding who they're working with and all of their interfaces and all of the people who are stakeholders in what they're doing. And once you've understood that, part of it's about them, part of it is about you as well, and your perceptions and your reactions to the people that you're in charge of, the people that you're leading, or the people that you're working for. So I think the first part of defining it is defining it as understanding everybody who's in your team and everybody who's associated with that team in the environment that you're going to be operating in.